We made this movie for you guys. That's why we made the movie, because we share a passion about this character. As we all know, he's a much darker character, and I think that's what distinguishes this movie. Unlike other Marvel films, this is a much grittier, grounded, complicated character. There's no one more perfect to play Eddie Brock in Venom. But for me, as a huge fan of Tom, I love pretty much everything. No, I can say officially everything he's been in. So when I heard he was excited about playing Eddie Brock in Venom, it was like a dream come true. There's just, for me, no one more exciting to watch on screen. He just brings so much complexity and depth to every character he inhabits. There's a danger and a complexity. And with what's unique to this character is just that duality between Eddie and Venom. And watching what he does with everything he inhabits, he just elevates it to the next level. So it was a dream come true to find out that he was interested, and it's been an absolute pleasure working together on this film.
Venom is by far, like, for me, the I don't want to like upset anyone, but I think he's the coolest Marvel superhero that there is. And I just like the way he looks, first and foremost. Then also there's my son, and he's a massive Venom fan, and he was a very strong influence on me as to why I ought to play Venom specifically. I read the script, I fell in love with the character, and it's a double act, so there were two characters that I'm playing, and I'm a bit of a geek about acting, so I wanted to play. I did a film called Legend, where I played two brothers. Oh, thanks. And I thought I could do a similar technique, but this time I get to play with a huge, like, visual effects monster. I got to give a lot of props to the sound boys, Coffee and Patrick, who actually, I would record Venom up first before I did a scene with Venom, or other actors who had to work in the scene with Eddie Brock and Venom together, but they couldn't hear necessarily Venom, but I could. And the sound boys would listen to my cues or the other actors' cues and have to play or interrupt other actors with the right lines at the right time.
As a director, it was just so exhilarating to watch him have these conversations with himself all at once. I mean seriously, like, because he is two different beings are occupying him, living in his head simultaneously, and the way he's able to be interacting with Riz in a scene, but also reacting to Venom, who's talking to him in his head, at the same time just watching at the monitor. It was just, so fun to see the way he was able to create this world.
He's an anti-hero, so he'll figure on a goal, and he'll do whatever he has to do to get to that goal, even if that means going around the outside and doing some naughty or bad things to get there. He kind of finds his perfect opposite partner in this huge, great alien beast that arrives and lives rent-free in his body. and no one will believe him that it's there.
Carlton Drake is a genius, a billionaire, an inventor, and he's made a lot of scientific breakthroughs in his time. And at this point, the Life Foundation, which is the organization that he founded, is trying to answer the question of what does the future for humanity look like? Because planet Earth is almost done. As you saw in the footage, it's like we're on the brink of ecological and environmental collapse. So he thinks probably we've got a future in outer space. So it's in exploring that he comes across the symbiotes. From Carlton Drake's point of view, he's really trying to do right by humanity, trying to ensure we've got a future. It's just that old saying, sometimes to make an omelet, you've got to break some eggs.
Michelle is awesome. I wish she was here now, actually. She would love this. She's a brilliant actress, and like through and through. Like, there's nothing that actor cannot do. She's brilliant, and working with her, she's a consummate pro. She's super patient with me talking to myself all the time, trying to figure things out. She's a problem solver, and she's awesome. She's an awesome actress. So working with her is a delight.
She just brings such a warmth and humanity to the character, but she's really strong. I mean, as people remember from the comics, Anne Wang is a really strong character, and I think Michelle did her justice as far as just being, a worthy adversary to Eddie Brock. If Riot's an adversary to Venom, we can say that Anne is a worthy adversary to Eddie.
Jenny Slate, who I'm a massive fan of her as a performer and a comedian, she plays the lead scientist at the Life Foundation. So it was interesting because, I mean, I think she's going to be a real discovery for a lot of people in terms of the kind of role she plays. Here, she brings a lot of soul and warmth and humanity to this character, to this scientist. But in between takes, she just had us in stitches. She's so funny. She's just, I mean, I just really want us to be able to leak the footage of behind the scenes of what she was doing between takes.
I think we can all agree it would be pretty amazing to see Spider-Man and Venom face off in a film. And I know I can speak for myself when I say that I'd be really excited to go see that film. So I have to think that the studio is thinking the same way, and that at some point down the road, they're going to run across each other's paths.
Tom Holland recently said that out of all the characters in the Marvel's universe, the one that he would most like to face off with is Venom. So, how do you feel about that?
Who, me?
You ready to go face to face?
What toe to toe with Tom Holland?
Yeah.
I'll have a go, yeah, you know. Well, you gotta have a go, ain't you? Yeah, no, he's an awesome actor, and I'd love to work with him, and I love Spider-Man. So, but you know, who knows?
Big round of applause for our panelists. Thank you, everybody from Venom.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you to all our panelists. Thank you guys for joining us here. Have a wonderful rest of your Comic-Con.